The Sanctuary, Part 2, compiled by Shirley Jean Street, read by Wayne T. Street. This wonderful truth was made known to our first parents in the words spoken by the Lord to Satan. It, the seed of the woman, will bruise your head, and you will bruise his heel. In order that man might realize the enormity of sin, which would take the life of the sinless Son of God, he was required to bring an innocent lamb, confess his sins over its head, then with his own hands take its life, a type of Christ's life. This sin offering was burned, typifying that through the death of Jesus, all sin would finally be destroyed in the fires of the last day. Malachi 4, verses 1 to 3. It was difficult for man, surrounded by the darkness of sin, to comprehend these wonderful heavenly truths. The rays of light which shone from the heavenly sanctuary upon the simple sacrifices were so obscured by doubt and sin that God, in his great love and mercy, had an earthly sanctuary built after the divine pattern, and priests were appointed, who served unto the example and shadow of heavenly things. Hebrews 8, verse 5. This was done that man's faith might lay hold of the fact that in heaven there is a sanctuary whose services are for the redemption of mankind. The prophet Jeremiah grasped this great truth and exclaimed, "A glorious high throne from the beginning is the place of our sanctuary." Jeremiah 17, verse 12. David knew of God's dwelling place in heaven, and when writing for the generations to come, he said, He, God, has looked down from the height of his sanctuary. From heaven did the Lord behold the earth. Psalm 102, verse 19. The faithful ones have always understood that when they sought God with all their heart, their prayer came up to his holy dwelling place, even unto heaven. 2 Chronicles 30, verse 27. All the worship in the earthly sanctuary was to teach the truth in regard to the heavenly sanctuary. While the earth tabernacle was standing, the way into the heavenly tabernacle was not made manifest. Hebrews 9, verse 8. But when Jesus entered heaven to present his own blood in man's behalf, God revealed through his prophets much light in regard to the sanctuary in heaven. To John, the beloved disciple, were given many views of that glorious temple. John saw the golden altar on which, mingled with fragrant incense, the prayers of earthly saints are offered up before God. In vision, John saw the candlestick with its 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne of God.